Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass, and today we're going to be looking at a comparison between Google Stadia and NVIDIA GeForce Now to see which streaming gaming service is worth your time. But why would you want to stream games and not just build a PC or buy the console of your choice? Well, for me, and I'm guessing many others, it's mainly for the portability. You can stream games from your PC, Mac, phone, TV, basically anything that has a screen. It's also flexible and allows you to play on a mouse and keyboard, touchscreen or controller. So in this video we're going to take a look at all the aspects of each service, like the price, game library, streaming quality, plus a ton more. So before you start playing games, you need to know how much you need to pay or not pay to get involved. First up, we have Google Stadia. This is available for free with a limited service, or $10 per month for every feature, including some free games. GeForce Now can also be had for free with a limited service, or for only $4.99 per month for all features. Now, Google's free service offers 1080p gaming at 60 frames per second with unlimited playtime. GeForce Now allows you to have 1 hour standard access, 1080p and 60 frames per second gaming with their free version. The paid version of Stadia allows for 4K, 60 frames per second gaming with 5.1 surround sound. You also have unlimited playtime and free games each month. For GeForce Now's paid service, you again have 1080p gaming at 60 frames per second, but extended session length, priority access, and you can play with RTX enabled for those real-time shadows and reflections that look incredible. But what games can you actually play on each service? Now, Google Stadia is a new service which may account for there only being 30 games available right now. You do have some good titles, however, like Destiny 2 and brand new games like Doom Eternal. GeForce Now, on the other hand, has 80 games available. You also get a lot more choice with titles such as Counter-Strike, Far Cry 5, Half-Life, just to name a few, plus brand new games again like Doom Eternal. Google has announced that a ton more games will be coming later this year, but no words yet on what and when. Stadia is also locking people in, as all games played on the service need to go through Google Stadia. GeForce Now, however, allows you to play your existing games from Steam, Uplay, and more. This means that if Google Stadia fails, you also lose the games and the ability to play them. In regards to playing the games on Stadia, you can play on a limited number of Android phones, on desktop via the Chrome browser, or on your TV. But for that you do need a Chromecast Ultra and the official Stadia controller, which at the moment can only be had in the Founders Pack, which is $119. When playing on mobile you can use a controller, and on desktop you can use a controller or you can use mouse and keyboard. GeForce Now gives a bit more flexibility, allowing you to play on mobile with more Android phones, PC, Mac or on your TV, but only using the NVIDIA Shield. Again though, you can play on controller or mouse and keyboard. Now, the connection for playing the games is basically the same. You need 10 megabits per second for 720p gaming at 60 frames per second, 20 megabytes per second for 1080p gaming at 60 frames a second, and on Stadia you can also play at 4K 60 with around 35 megabytes per second and over. There is currently no option for 4K gaming on GeForce Now, and no word on if that's going to be coming down the pipeline. Now, I'll be testing both services on my Honor MagicBook 14, which I am currently daily driving, and you can see the unboxing at the link in the description, along with a full review of Google Stadia. My internet connection is currently around 110 megabytes per second, so I should have no issue playing games at full resolution at 60 frames a second. But enough talk, let's get into some gameplay. I'll be playing 2 games from each service. With Google Stadia, I'm going to be testing that with Destiny 2 and Grid, and then on GeForce Now, I'm going to be using it for Fortnite and Apex Legends. I'll play a couple of minutes for each game, which will allow you to see the streaming quality, sound, and gameplay, so let's take a look.
Eyes are open now. Need to recharge my shields.
1 minute before the... Reloading. I am repairing myself. Enemy over there.
"45 seconds, rings close."
Portal here. Seconds remain. The ring is nearby.
Getting shot at.
You're in view of the enemy.
Light ammo.
Reloading.
10.
Throwing a grenade.
Squad down. Now we can loot them.
So after all that, I have to say that the overall experience using Google Stadia is a little bit above what GeForce Now is currently offering. I had a lot more slowdown and connection issues with GeForce Now, which did impact the overall gameplay. Now, playing a competitive game like Fortnite or Apex Legends, for example, you want to make sure that you've got a really steady frame rate, a really steady connection, and those great visuals, and I feel that with GeForce Now, occasionally it would dip below what I was expecting. However, Google Stadia was pretty much consistent in regards to the frame rate, the resolution, connection, and the overall quality of the picture itself. Now, don't get me wrong, I wasn't playing anything super competitive, however, I felt that it gave me a little bit more of an advantage over a similar game on GeForce Now, for example. Now, it's not necessarily a deal breaker, however, I would definitely say that the fact that I had it plugged in via Ethernet and I'm getting around 110 megabytes per second, I shouldn't really be getting any sort of slowdown or stutter using GeForce Now or Google Stadia, and for me, GeForce Now wasn't performing as well as I expected it to. So after all that, I have to say that the overall gaming quality of Stadia is above GeForce Now. But how does each service tally up now that we're at the end of this comparison? Well, as you can see from this table, GeForce Now comes out on top, but only really for being able to play your own games. The main streaming features, however, are won by Google Stadia, and overall streaming quality is a win for Stadia compared to GeForce Now. So if Google can sort out its games library and the price, it may be the best of the best, and I hope that Google really does support it as much as they can moving forward. And that's going to do it, guys, for this video. Let me know in the comments below which service you prefer, or if you're actually using one or none, let me know how you're playing your favourite games down below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comments section below or on Twitter at Copper vs Glass. If you're not already, now is a great time to subscribe, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you're notified anytime I upload a video here on the channel. I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.